Hello there. Today we're going to talk about the material comparison window inside the SharpeSoft Estimator, and specifically the process for submitting and receiving quotes from our vendors. So what we're going to do first is come up here to the material comparison button on the toolbar. Okay, so we'll click that. That will open our material packages window. We're going to select aggregates, and this will open up the detail window for our material package. And in order to insert a vendor, because we have no associated vendors right now, we can right click inside this window here, come down to insert vendors, and we'll scroll down until we find what we want. Hit select. Okay, so now that we have a vendor inside, we can click underneath the vendor's little column here, and then we can come up here to the toolbar. We have multiple different email options, so we're going to hit the email request for the quote, and this obviously can only happen if we have an email set up for our vendors. So if we come first to the vendors table and we double check that we do have an email associated, so we hit OK. Now we can hit email the quote, select yes. Okay, the email has been sent successfully. Okay, so briefly switching gears here, we're actually going to take a look at the MatConnect program itself. This is used pretty exclusively by the vendors from the vendor side point of view, but I figure we might as well go over it here just so everybody knows. So we're going to import the request for the quote that we just received right here. And once that opens, you can see we have different columns for our vendor quantity as well as our unit price. So this will obviously be sent to vendors that we're going to assume are going to be providing at least one, possibly more of these items. So let's say for the crushed rock, we can do 50 for 150, and just keep going down the line here as we see fit, or as our vendors are going to see fit. Alright, so once the vendor has finished making their selections, we're going to come up here to Project, and then export our proposal, save as, and now we can switch back over to Estimator. Okay, so here we are back in Estimator, and what we're going to need first is to bring the quotation back into our cloud environment. So how we do that is we come up here to the cloud toolbar. We're going to do from PC to server. And we'll find our file, we'll send it in. And now we can hit this import quote button over here, which will show us our quote. Okay, so once the quote has been successfully uploaded, you'll see that our quote button is now flashing. We can go ahead and click that. It'll show the date that it's been imported. We can load the quote. Tab back out. We have all of our quantities and unit prices that the vendor sent us, and now we can hit load. And if we come to our bid items, and we know that the items that we just uploaded are all going to be under the water items group. So if we click in for materials, we see that there's one of our prices with our associated vendor. There should be, yep, there's one here for fire hydrants, and one for the 12-inch gate valves. So we hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.